Well, hello again everybody and welcome back to the van. It's a pretty grey and dismal Saturday today, but I'm going away next weekend, so I want to get the diesel heater wiring all properly squared away. So today's job is to get the wires into this convoluted trunking and to get a fuse fitted closer to the battery. Well, of course, as we know from when we wired this up the first time, I have to get behind the battery to route the wires there. So first thing to do is to take out the vehicle battery, I think. Right, now I'm just going to cut all these little cable ties. I'm going to disconnect the wires from these little clips. That's easily done with these screws, remember. And then I can take the wire all the way back down and out the bottom of the van, and then we'll cut all the cable ties that hold it onto the bottom of the van at the moment and just lay it out flat along the gravel, I think, is the way to do this. Actually though, I'm wondering whether I'd be better trying to thread the trunking on from the top. I'm going to give that a go. Decided that's not easier. Back to plan A. Right, let's try that. I'm hoping that'll be a bit easier. Okay, that's not going so well really, so yeah, it's very difficult to push it down the trunking. Should have got a slightly bigger size trunking, I guessed, and got it a little bit tight. But I've got this electrician's draw tape, and I'm going to try and cut a length of trunking that I know is a bit too long for what I need. Feed this back down it the other way, and then pull the wire through, just like you would through a bit of trunking. Right, so I can easily feel that here is where that steel draw tape ends. So I'm going to cut the trunk in there and we should find the end of our wires. Just going to tape this up so it doesn't slide back into the trunk. Right, now I can route it back under the van. So there we are, there is our convoluted trunking coming up out the bonnet. I am going to have to tuck it back behind these wires down there. So we'll get that all positioned, pop the battery in and then cable tie it to this front slam panel. Well, it's getting a bit dark and wet out there now, but no matter, I've got to go to Halfords anyway and get myself a 20 amp fuse and holder to put on that cable to the battery. Well, it's Sunday morning, never managed to get back to this last night, but I got to Halfords and I got myself the bits and pieces I needed. Yeah, I got myself a little blade fuse holder and the fuses. So now I'm going to trim back the trunking on those wires, fit that fuse holder, fit terminals back on the end again like we did before, and then connect it to the battery. Right, we better just check the operation. Still a little bit smoky on start-up, but I guess I'm still burning a little bit off, perhaps. Oh no, we're getting error code flashing again. That's error code 10, isn't it? Ah, never did start blowing out very hot. I guess it's going to go into shutdown again now. Oh no, it looks like, might still have a problem. I'm going to try it once more. I think that might have ignited properly now. Maybe. Oh yeah, it is blowing out hot air now. Hopefully that was just a blip. Well, there we go. I'm going to leave that running for a good 15 minutes or so while I pack away all the tools and stuff. I'm still not 100% convinced, you know. We'll see how we get on with it all when I'm away next weekend. See how the heater performs then. Fingers crossed it'll all be well, and this is just the last of that soot burning out, but yeah, who knows. Oh, I spoke too soon. Look, we've got flipping error code come up again, although it's still blowing out hot air. I think it is getting cooler. I think she's going to shut down again. Yeah, she's shut down. I'm going to give it one more try, I think. Well, I did try it once before. It seems to get to the point where it actually does start to get really hot, and then it flicks over into that error 10, which is the oil sort of supply type fault. Well, folks, we're really not having much luck with this diesel heater, are we? Over the last few weeks, we've replaced the glow plug, we've replaced the atomizer screen, we've made sure the little air hole is clear, we've rewired in 6mm square cable right back to the battery to get rid of any voltage drop. We've replaced the fuel line from the pump to the heater with the harder, less flexible fuel line that everyone recommended. We've replaced the pump. We've cleared all the soot out the system, and we appear to be more or less back where we started, although it's not kicking out quite as much smoke as it was. I've been asking around some people who know a little bit more about diesel heaters than me on various Facebook groups and things. And I do have a couple more things I could potentially try. Apparently there is a hidden gauze at the bottom of the combustion chamber that you can't really get to or replace, and it might be that that needs cleaning, or I might have to replace the whole combustion chamber. Now, a few people I think have said just give up on it. It's you've done all you can kind of thing. Just replace it with a better one or think of a different solution. But I really can't see why this shouldn't work. Lots of people do have diesel heaters and seem to get on very well with them. But occasionally I do see reports of people having similar problems and just can't fix them. So there's not really much to these things. So I really don't think I'm ready to give up on it yet. We must be able to get it working somehow. If you've got any new or different ideas, things I haven't already tried, then let me know. Drop a comment in the comment section, and yeah, we'll see where we go with this next.